What up, man? It's your boy, Logan, Gassing TV. We in the basement again. Like I said, we back in the building. And today we got Melly Mell. What up, though?
What's going on, my guy?
Man, appreciate it. Before we get started, if you want to let them know where they can tap into you out on all social media.
Man, YouTube, Melly Mell 700, of course, that's the first focus. But we got Twitter, I think it's 2Dip24. I don't really be fucking with Twitter too much these days, but IG is really what I'll be at. Money Game Melly on IG, man. Tap in on IG. IG and my YouTube, that's my main focus right now.
Bet. So we'll go ahead and jump into it, man. So you're from Topeka, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah, I was born in Oregon, but I've been here most of my life, so this is where I'm from.
Got you. Did you play any sports or anything like that while you were in school?
When I was younger, I played sports, but like the older I got, I really fell back on it. It wasn't for me.
Got you. Did you? I don't know. I did poetry. Did you do? What got you into music, or when did you even tap into that?
I really been around it my whole life for real. Like when I was like super younger, like before I went to, cause I lived in Louisiana for like a lot of my childhood. But before I went to Louisiana, my sister used to rap.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where I was introduced to it. I always been a fan of music. My mom, you know what I'm saying, she always played music. So,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying, I was always fucking with music. But when I went to Louisiana, my cousins, they was rapping and shit. So it was like back to back, like everywhere I went, it was around. And then
you just picked up on it then.
Yeah, when I was in Louisiana, I wrote my first rap. I think I was in like second grade.
Do you remember it though?
I do, but I ain't spitting that shit though. And for real, for half the rap, I stole it from one of my cousins' homies and shit. But yeah, I still remember that motherfucker though. That's for sure.
I can't remember mine for nothing.
Yeah.
Did your sister ever drop anything that they could pull up, or she just
Nah, cause you know my sister, that was back when you had to record on the cassette tapes and all that. So, but I'm pretty sure she still got like her little rap books or whatnot. But I ain't never really pushed up. You just gave me an idea. I might have to go push up and strong on record.
What you got? Come on. We need to hear that. So being around family, were you around during like the battle rap? Did you ever experience that?
We talking about like URL and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, because I know when I started, it was you either battle rap or you could write. You know what I mean? So a lot of time in high school, I skip all day, go up there to lunch just to battle rap.
Yeah.
Did you ever experience that part of
Nah. When I was younger and like, cause I really like, well, me and one of my other childhood friends, we was like the main ones out of our friends that rap.
Gotcha.
So we used to try to get everybody to rap, but we used to just freestyle at lunch and stuff. But it was never like no whole school type of thing. Yeah. It was just us trying to get everybody around us to rap for real.
Got you. Man, so you got some work. I've been looking at your discography. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't know if the years are right, but they got the old files 2018. Is that right?
Yeah, it's really like a mixture. I put all like the main songs that people was fucking with before I was like dropping consistently, and I just put them all in there type shit. So it's really shit from like 2015 up to like 2018.
Gotcha. Is that the first project that you put on a platform? Is that why you did it like that?
Nah, my first project I put out was the Eastside Misfit 1, and I dropped that. I think it's just on SoundCloud though, so a lot of people ain't hip to it.
Yeah, I better get hip to it. I'm about to go into it.
Yeah, that was like the first actual thing I put together. It was an EP. I think it was like 6 or 7 songs.
Were you just like sampling other people's beats, or did you have a producer for it?
Nah, I was just snatching beats off. Yeah, just snatching beats.
And you got the ice, and that's the one where you got the ice cream. Is that we were using that cartoon with the ice cream truck like you?
Nah, see that I was on. So
that's
like
hard too though. I mean, tap in though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Jacket for Beats. I was just trying to get my subscribers up, so I'm like, I'm gonna do some Wayne shit and start doing hella different type of beats that everybody done did just to like. On some lyrical exercise type shit, you feel me? So yeah, that's what that came about. But it's still a few songs I got that I gotta record that's still in that. Like on some 50 subscribers,
Okay.
Yeah.
Put them on some that an original beat then.
Yep.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, I was not shocked, but you got a lot of work. You also had Highly Hated and Underrated 2021. Highly Hated Freestyle. Slide By Yourself, that motherfucker hard. I played that one on repeat for a couple days. I ain't even gonna front. In the Streets with it, and what's that one? Move Off Love.
Yeah.
I noticed, like we were talking earlier before we got down here, you're sampling of the old songs. That's what a lot of people in Cali do. What made you go that route with some of your music? Or is it just the vibe? Like,
I think it's more so like the rappers I grew up listening to. That's what I, you know what I'm saying, gravitate towards, like the Messy Mars, the Looney Coleons, shit like that. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. One of the questions is who inspired you, and I was gonna say it has to be Messy Mars because I could hear it in some of the things that you're saying, how you say it. You know what I mean? Do you listen to a majority of West Coast rappers as well?
Now these days I kind of like mix it up a little bit more, but definitely like growing up it was like West Coast. So that's pretty much where I got it from. Like when all my sister listened to was like Looney Coleon, you know what I'm saying? You got the Pac, Messy Mar, T Nutty, you know what I'm saying? Brother, and then my brother was listening to Brother Lynch, so I was just on the West Coast tip growing up.
Then that makes sense with your wordplay, cause I hate to say it, in the Midwest, we do have a particular style everybody goes with, or the sound, I should say, not style, and yours is different. I mean, this as far as your wordplay, and this is no disrespect to some of the artists, but a lot of people mimic Rich the Factor. You know what I mean? Don't hear it at all. So, what if you could think about it? What do you think changed your perspective of not sounding like everybody else and put you in the box that you're in now?
Shit.
Because once y'all go, if you haven't tapped in, when you listen to him, his wordplay and how he puts it together don't sound like you from Cali.
Honestly, I'm gonna be all the way 100. I feel like I didn't really listen to Rich growing up. Like I did throughout like my teenage years, but I feel like something that you listen to growing up has a lot to do with, you know what I'm saying, how you put things together. Me personally, shit, I really couldn't tell you for real. I just do what I do in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear certain beats, it just come to me like that, like. But them sample beats it always been my go-to thing.
That's just horrible. And I'm gonna get to the song that I was like, okay, that motherfucker cold. So we talked about highly hated, underrated, process of elimination. That Pac and Janis hard in them. You got some bangers. Scene murder, Scene murder and fuck friends. And that was in 2022, right? But this slap this to get slapped on. This the name alone was hard to the motherfucker, right? But when you flip that Twister sample, man, who did you have him purposely come up with that Twister sample, or how did y'all?
On what song? What song you talking about?
That's that Murder Music.
Let me keep it a bean. I didn't even know that was a Twister sample.
You did?
I did not. I gotta keep it a bean. I did not know it. When I think for real, from my homeboy had found the beat.
Got you.
And he sent it to me. And I'm like,
he must have knew.
Yeah.
Cause
yeah, for sure. He shout out to my guy, man, you feel me? If they know, they know. You know, bro really tuned in with the music shit too. That's one of the people that growing up I was rapping with.
Does he rap and produce?
Yeah.
Or?
I don't think he produced, but he do rap. You know what I'm saying?
What's his rap name so they can tell?
Ben Tennyson, man, that's my guy.
Ben
feel me?
Okay.
That's the homie. But yeah, he was one of the people when I was growing up. When I was doing the whole little trying to get everybody to rap, he was one of the people that was rapping too. So we was just on that type of time.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Y'all have any joint projects out, or y'all planning on working on?
Nah, we actually got one that we putting together right now. Me, him, and my homeboy Lace Mob. You feel me? You know Lace Monster. Yeah.
Man, we got to get in. Y'all have to hit us up so we can come get some footage on the session.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I want to. People have been asking, because I got a lot of footage, but they've been asking about doing a documentary. Have you ever seen the documentary, The Show? It was like with Method, all the rappers from the 90s. Basically, they had a little behind the scenes of them going on the road. And then at the end of the documentary, there was a big ass show that they had. And they just got all that footage. But we ain't had another documentary like that since that one came out. Yeah. So trying to put one together for 785, you know what I mean? Or just the Midwest. But most definitely tap into some of that studio time. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah.
And I think with music, when I was doing music, they wanted you to be personable, just as far as what you're talking about, but now you got to be personal in the music. Plus, they want to see you active just in real life. You know what I mean? Like your vlogs and shit like that. So I think that'll be a different angle. I think it'll be dope. But yeah, that motherfucker song right there, all the projects is dope. But it's just those samples just stood out. Because that's what a lot of people on the West Coast do. And I think it's amazing that you actually pulled that and actually dropped some shit that's heat. Because some people try to do it and they just ain't got it. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah.
At all. So, as far as now, Do you have any other solo projects you working on? I know you said the one with Ben 10. Are you just trying to knock out those features?
I do. I got a project that's finna drop like pronto, ASAP pronto. It's finna drop. I ain't slowing up. I'm going up on
That's
the way.
the name of it?
Yeah, I ain't slowing up. I'm going up. You feel me? I was just putting together these videos that's with the album and stuff. So the album should be dropping within. I ain't gonna get no specific date.
Yeah, don't do that.
You feel
Don't do
me?
that.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna drop sometime this summer though, for sure.
Okay. Bet. I'd love to do some promo for you. We'll tap you in.
Yeah, for sure.
I just like to do that. Oh, also, man, tap in with the merch, you know what I mean?
Tap in, don't tap out, man.
Yeah, that
Pick your
part.
feet up game.
And he said he got more, so you know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. Reach out via direct message. How you want me to reach out to you?
However you can reach out. I don't care if you comment on the YouTube video. Just, you feel me? We gonna get back to you. Just know that.
Yes, sir. Now, is there anybody, what the first one would be, is there anybody in the town that you haven't worked with that you're wanting to work with?
Let me see.
And it's sometimes we forget names, so don't take nothing personal. It's just a random question. You know what I mean?
I got a surprise for y'all, so I can't tell y'all who I'm putting together something for.
Okay.
But it's
Respect.
gonna definitely turn the city up. You feel
Okay.
me? I
Is
feel
that
like
somebody local or somebody out there?
yeah, it's somebody local. You feel
Okay.
me? We finna have the city in shambles when we do this move. But
Okay.
really, I ain't got nobody specific that I've been looking to work with. I'm really trying to like reach outside the city
That was
and
my
work
next
with more,
question.
work with more people because I feel like I'm just trying to reach different areas. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I might can help you with that.
Yeah.
This connecting y'all together. So on the outside, on the bigger names, who are you wanting to work with? That's already a major factor in the music industry.
Shorty, that's my guy. I
Okay.
gotta give me one with Shorty, of course. That's like if
See,
I
man,
was to get a
somebody else
feature
brought
with
that name up, Shorty.
yeah, if I was to get a feature with anybody right now, it'd be Shorty for sure.
I gotta bookmark that because somebody else made a comment at work, and I gotta tap in because I couldn't figure out the name, and then you said it. Okay.
Yeah.
What about? Have you ever thought about working with Mac J or EBK Young J-Bo?
I feel like if I get a song with J-Bo, man, I'm gonna be out of here in the next 30 days. I ain't
Oh,
gonna
my
lie.
mama, though.
You feel me?
Yeah.
J-Bo get on the track with Melly Mell. It's a wrap. It's over with. It's
All
over
right.
with.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'm a cause I reached out to I was working with another artist, and they was wanting to work with Mac J, and his was just like their response really is what's the numbers look like? What's your Instagram? That's their first go to.
Right.
And the artist just they social media, they wouldn't fuck with Instagram like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when he looked, he was like, nah, I'm good. I'll drop the bag. So
Yeah.
let me see what we can do.
Yeah, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, they trying to see the potential before they, you know
Is
what
it
I'm saying?
beneficial?
And it's respected.
Yeah.
It's respected for sure.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So we're gonna tap in. My theory is if we can get at least everybody in the town on the same page to just network and open up them doors, we gonna make it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because like I said, the talent's there. It's just opening that more. Like Pac said, man, I'm gonna keep knocking on this door, but it's gonna be one last time. I'm gonna knock. You ain't gonna let me in. I'm gonna come kick this motherfucking door
Yeah.
in.
What we need, man, we need what Chief Keef did in 2012, man, in Chicago. We need that. They be like, what's up with dude and them over there? And then once that, you feel me, it's over with after that. You know what I'm saying? All they need is that we as a city just
like
need that opportunity, you feel me? So,
And come prepared.
Yeah, for
Ready
sure.
To do your shit. That's why I like when I was doing shows, I brought not any, but everybody, and everybody understood that we here to actually make a way. So we didn't have no fights, didn't have no problems. You know what I mean? So it can be done, because I know the big stereotype for Topeka is they're gonna be fighting and shooting. I think it all has to do with a respect thing for whoever throws the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I had both sides. Knew they shouldn't be in there, but it was a mutual respect thing. They came and did their thing, still show love to every artist I was performing, and when we left, it was the same thing. I don't know if you heard about the show. We had a show. It was a club called the Flamingo, and
down here?
Mm-hmm. My nephew Tone was like, man, let's get together and throw a show. I'm like, cool. Nothing. Started running promo. And then the dude at the club was like, man, I need you to come down here, come talk to me. The police came by here. The police came by here. And they wrote down, you know, Gassing TV, Tone Pesci, Young Fate. They wrote down all the names and talking about, well, they had a letter that was a gun all this bullshit. Didn't say nothing about the sack somebody was holding in their picture. None of that shit. It was like they gonna cause problems and all that. Woo-woo. And try to shut it down. Had the show, and there was a black lady that was like the assistant to the chief of police in there. And they had her sitting in there on my mama at the end of the night. She said, you know, there was police, they had police down the street. But what I see here, there's no issues, there's no problems. Y'all keep on doing what y'all do. And she was assistant to the chief of police. Older black would have never known it or anything. She was just sitting there like she was.
Just thinking it's somebody auntie.
Yeah, I was like, damn. So it can be done. We could do it. It's just getting everybody together. Like you said, we. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll eventually happen. Have you thought about throwing shows? Are you putting anything together as far as the show aspect?
I ain't putting them together myself, but I'll be sitting back watching the shows that go on. I'll be like, man, if I was a promoter, I'd turn this motherfucker up, though. You feel me? Because I feel like a lot of promoters let the politics get in the way of making something that could be legendary for the city. You feel me?
I agree.
Which I get both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? They feeling like it might go bad, and you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it goes back to what you said. It's a respect thing, and if we can get everybody to see the value and the opportunity, then we'll be all right. You feel me?
Yeah. And if need be, y'all ain't even got to perform at the same time. If it's something like that, you can perform at the beginning or you can perform at the end. But there's ways that we can go around things if that's the only problem that people are having.
Right.
But I really, have you ever been to Truck Hinge? All right, Truck Hinge is like a little spot. I'm bringing this up because...
Is it like out there in Oakland?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been out there.
Okay, because I want to rent it, but I want to make sure everybody's on board so we can actually bring somebody big out here and rent it for the weekend and do some shit out there. I think that event's dope. I think that space would be perfect during the summer because motherfuckers can smoke. You ain't got to worry about the police. You do got to have your security, though, which is not a problem either. But I think that is something... That could be annual.
It'll give you like a South by Southwest type vibe. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Because I remember Poncho, my cousin Poncho from Morning Madness show, when they first was doing the 420 events, bruh, they had 6 stages. Every stage was packed. They had food, liquor, everything you can imagine. They did it maybe 2 years, and then the dude upped the price on it. But if I can get them two to help with it, it could be. And it was an event where people was coming from all over. You know what I mean? But I think we could do something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Do you have any artists that you have underneath you? Do you have a label? What's the next step after music?
You know, I ain't gonna lie, like, I got, like, my bros I be rapping with and shit, we got the little Pick Your Feet Up gang, so, you know what I'm saying, that was some, it's really like a branch off of my actual label, which is Bucks Over Fame, you feel me? And then, like me and the homie at the time, you feel me, we had put together some shit and we just branched off, and I really came up with the Pick Your Feet Up gang on some playing around type
That's
shit.
That's the best shit,
though. But
it
took fire though, and everybody got together. I'm like, shit, we just gotta run with it at this point, you feel me? But
that's hard.
It was really on some shit like every time we drop, we seeing niggas is dropping, niggas trying to keep up. So we like, niggas gotta pick their feet up, you feel me? Like, we on niggas lying about the shit, so that's really what it was, yeah.
Y'all better step it up. And it's friendly competition, I ain't saying like that, but y'all better step it up though. Foot to neck. That's all I've been hearing when I run through this catalog is foot to neck. So, friendly competition, and that's what music is, friendly competition. Pick your game up.
Yeah, for sure.
That part. Well, man, any other drops you want to let them know about? Any shows coming up that you're going to be on, or any albums, like you're saying, you're going to be featured on, they need to tap into to hear that feature?
Me and my boy D-Shot just did a song.
Yeah, I got that. That's that. I got them all down here. What to do with it?
Yeah. I'm on that motherfucker. Make sure y'all tap in.
Okay. I got to get D-Shot in here, too.
My boy Stick Figure put me on this song, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I don't know if y'all tapped into that, but I'm featured on there. He really got me to perform the song with him last summer at the Juneteenth or whatnot. Yes. And that was cool or whatever. But
you performing again this year, or you ain't heard nothing yet?
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing about it yet. It was really on some humbug shit. He just hit me up, but he had hit me up months before. But I didn't think he was really gonna want me to perform. But then he got with me.
He about his business.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Shout out to Stick Fig, that's my guy. But yeah, man, I got this tape finna drop. I got a whole lot of videos I'm finna drop too. So just stay tuned, man. If you ain't subscribed to the YouTube, Melly Mell 700, man.
Tap into it. So let's get the agreement now. We doing this one, right? Let's set up make a mental note for after that whatever next project drops. Try to get you in here, and even before it drops, if you want to come on here, we can just play some songs and then do an interview. But let's set mental notes so that we can get you back in here after that drops. Just to run through it.
Yeah, for sure. We could do that. For sure. And on Facebook, like a couple weeks ago, it's and I said about the album, I was like, you know what I'm saying, I can't get no specific date, but it's really up to the fans for real, because I gave my word. I said 1,000 subscribers, I'm dropping. So if I wake up tomorrow, So if I wake up tomorrow with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, just know I owe y'all that.
Man, you brought that up. That was the hardest number for us to hit. We just hit it a week or two ago, and I'm like, bruh, now, and I didn't know that once you hit the 1,000 subscribers, you still gotta hit the 3,000 hours of watch time before you can fucking monetize. Excuse my friends, before you can monetize.
Yeah.
So we at 80 hours away from the monetization. Yeah. So it's a grind though, but yeah, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
that's where it's at. So subscribe, hit the like, Melly Mell 700.
YouTube.
That part. And then get the merch, man. He said any way you can reach out, tap in. You know what I mean? We're going to drop clips first, then we're going to drop the full interview, and then we're going to come up with a part 2 after the next project. So if you ain't tapped in, man. It's your boy, Logan from Gassing TV. I got Melly Mell in the building.
So, man.
That part. We out.